Malaysia, a developed and sovereign state, is strategically located in the heart of Southeast Asia's busiest commercial route. With an airspace of more than 300,000 square kilometers and vastly separated by South China Sea, Malaysia needs a reliable aerospace power in order to protect and promote its national integrity. The Royal Malaysian Air Force, sentiasa di angkasa raya. The Royal Malaysian Air Force is one of the three services in the Malaysian Armed Forces that is responsible to defend the nation against any hostility, primarily through the use of air power. Looking back into the establishment of the Royal Malaysian Air Force from its infancy stage, RMAF can be distinguished into four eras, namely pre-independence era, formation and development era between 1958 until 1989, modernization era from 1990 until 2010, and transformation era, which began in 2010. Prior to independence in 1957, the nation enjoyed the services of Malayan Auxiliary Air Force. After independence, the Air Force Ordinance passed by the Parliament on 2nd of June 1958 marked the birth of the Royal Malayan Air Force, with 1 twin Pioneer aircraft and 14 crew members seconded from the Royal Air Force. In the early era of its inception, RMAF was responsible in providing supporting roles, such as air communication flights to support ground forces in their military operations against communist insurgents. The first fighting capability of the RMAF, with the introduction of the CL-41G fighter aircraft from Canada, famously known as the Terbuan, in 1967. A new fighter squadron solely dedicated to air defense roles was also formed with 10 Sabre F-86 and interceptor aircraft in 1969. The RMAF entered the supersonic age with the purchase of the F-5E and F-5B fighter aircraft in 1975. The RMAF continued its development with the addition of helicopters, transport, and fighter aircraft. With the end of the insurgency in 1989, the RMAF shifted its roles to focus on providing total air power capabilities in guarding the nation's airspace. The RMAF embarked into the modernization era in 1990 with the induction of various types of platforms into its inventory, with the inclusion of more capable and up-to-date fighter, transport, and fighter aircraft and equipments. With the shift of organizational roles and functions, the RMAF assumed a new mission, that is to defend the sovereignty and integrity of the nation and its interests through effective use of air power. As such, it has to achieve its long-term objective. Firstly, to possess all the attributes of air power. Secondly, to enhance the aerospace management capabilities. And finally, to ensure that the development of skills and capabilities are in concert with the task of fighting future air war. Hence, this new mission entails RMAF with four broad roles to be fulfilled. They are aerospace control, force application, force enhancement, force sustenance. The RMAF command structure is split into three levels, namely strategic, operational, and tactical levels. The RMAF headquarters exercises the overall command function through issuance of policies and directives. It also executes strategic level planning of various functions through 7 divisions, namely the Planning and Capability Development, Engineering Division, Material Division, Human Resources Division, Administration Division, Strategic Management Division, and also the Information and Communication Technology Division. The overall implementation of various policies and directives is overseen by the RMAF Inspectorate Division that monitors all divisions, branches and departments in the aspect of compliance, risk management, and flight safety. The second tier is the Air Operation Command and the Training and Education Command. The Air Operations Headquarters is responsible for operational planning and execution. All air taskings, exercises, and training operations is channeled through respective Air Division Headquarters. Ensconced under the Air Division Headquarters are air bases, acting as the implementing agencies with specific role and functions. As a front-line defense organization, our core values are distilled in the heart and soul of each RMAF personnel with the following elements: integrity, courage, excellence, esprit de corps, service before self. With the increase in uncertainties and anticipating future challenges, the RMAF has embarked on the transformation era in 2010. This 10-year program, known as Air Force Next Generation, is set to achieve the full spectrum capabilities by 2020. The RMAF should be able to carry out all types of missions in peacetime through conflicts and winning air wars. Hence, the transformation is a step closer to achieving our vision, that is to become a dominant air power. This connotes that the RMAF has to dominate the air spectrum in order to operate freely and effectively in conducting our missions. The Air Force Next Generation is focusing on 4 main pillars, namely the doctrine, the force, the people, and the organization. By the year 2020, the RMAF will achieve the desired characteristics of resilient organization, motivated and highly capable personnel, agile and adaptable capabilities, and a formidable force. The RMAF is committed to achieve its vision and successfully conducts its mission entrusted by the nation in any circumstance. This manifestation of commitment is portrayed by all the officers and men of the Royal Malaysian Force. Sentiasa di angkasa raya.